Xi Jinping is often called the most powerful Chinese leader since Mao Zedong. But that description is increasingly being contested by the outside world. Let me recap what happened in recent months in China. Hong Kong. President Xi faced a crisis. Millions took to the streets. They challenged his authority. Second, trade. China took on the US and its economy suffered. Donald Trump's tariffs were punishing. Beijing made concessions to buy truce. Third, Taiwan. People rejected pro-Beijing candidates. The pro-democracy candidate won big. Xi Jinping lost on 3 fronts in 1 year. And now he stares at a much bigger problem, a global health emergency that originated in mainland China. On WION Edit, we'll discuss if this virus, the coronavirus, threatens Xi Jinping's grip on power. The Chinese president has been in power for more than 8 years now. He is tipped to be president for life. He has removed all term limits. But that may not be enough to stay on. Let me tell you why. First of all, the people of China are very, very angry at this point. And for a change, they're speaking out. They're venting on social media despite the threats and censors. The death of Dr. Li Wenliang could be the tipping point. He was a coronavirus whistleblower. He faced police action for speaking about the virus. Now his death has led to an outpouring of criticism. People are very upset. They blame the government. Had the Chinese government listened to this doctor and acted in time, this outbreak could have been contained. But all the government did was try to shut him up. China realizes how serious the situation is. There has been an admission of guilt. Would you believe it? It's unprecedented in the Chinese government to admit that the government, did anything wrong. It doesn't happen. But China's most powerful governing body has now said that there were quote-unquote shortcomings and difficulties in dealing with the outbreak. It's an attempt to soothe tempers. It isn't helping very much, though. There's chaos in Wuhan. People are dying by the scores. And the government is busy pushing testimonials from countries indebted to it. Just because you tweet statements of praise from friendly countries does not mean that people will buy it. Xi Jinping knows that this is a mess, which is why he's missing in action. He doesn't want to be the face of this failing response. Xi Jinping might hide until it's all over, but he will have to face the political consequences. In fact, he could already be looking at the first casualty. A report by Reuters news agency says that China might delay the annual meeting of the parliament. We're talking about the National People's Congress. It's a very big deal in China. It is attended by 3,000 delegates. And this session was especially crucial. They were supposed to take up China's first ever civil code, the protests in Hong Kong, China's targets for the economy, China's defense budget, very important matters. If this meeting is postponed because of the coronavirus, it could derail Xi Jinping's political agenda. The last time a meeting of the parliament was postponed, it was way back in 1995. Club this situation with the slowdown in the Chinese economy and the growing dissent, Xi Jinping's troubles could start to look a lot bigger. He has spent 8 years trying to develop a highly centralized political system, so much so that Xi Jinping is called the chairman of all things. He heads everything in China. The Wuhan virus threatens to bug his carefully designed empire.